Hello and welcome to Excalibur CCG TV's Talking Comics. I'm Olivia.
I am Mark.
And hey, have you heard about Mega Sale?
Have you?
Have you? Possessed Comment. That's this weekend?
It is.
From the time of this video being out?
Yes, that's
Yes,
true.
it is. It starts
Thursday.
Thursday. New books come out on Wednesday, and then you can go pick them up on Thursday.
And then pick up some old books too.
Yeah. And then clear out your box if you have one. Get that big statue, that big...
The big Captain Kirk that has been sitting here forever would be great for you to pick up.
Yeah, is that the doll that makes him look like he has a Barbie figure?
Yes,
yeah.
yes. He's got the waist
for the
that William
laughs.
Shatner never had, that waist.
No, get it for the laughs. Stuff him with pillows. Do one of those YouTube like repaint videos, and then just like make him look like he actually should.
Yes, get a blob of Play-Doh and just wrap it around him.
Yeah.
That would be Shatner.
Do it.
Please.
I dare you. Do it and then
Triple
show
dog
it
bear.
to me.
Yes. The Free Comic Book Day went very well. We were very busy.
Yes, now that it has happened for us.
Yes. Sold a lot of stuff, gave away a lot of stuff. It was awesome for the half day I was here.
Yeah. So this is the show where we talk about the new comics hitting the shelves.
It is.
Why don't you tell
Lest
us
we forget.
about one of those new comics
I will.
hitting the shelves on May 15, 2019.
That's right. And we have a Twitter and Facebook and a webpage and
Yeah,
two
don't
stores.
forget that.
That's right. Okay, and phone numbers and stuff.
Website. I
Yes.
think we said that. We
Did
have this
I don't
YouTube
know.
channel also.
Yes, we do. The one that you are on now watching, we have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, books. All right, yet another volume of Fathom, #1, from Aspen,
It's volume 8 now,
volume 8.
if you weren't caught up.
Volume 8. Written by Vince Hernandez, art and cover art by Mauricio Campitella. The world below is no longer a secret, and everything has led to this. Aspen Matthews must restore the balance between both humans and the blue, as once again Fathom's preeminent villain. Killian has returned to reclaim what he believes belongs to himself and his people. He also brews a pretty good fake Irish beer. The stakes have never been higher, as this volume returns Aspen's best-selling franchise for over 20 years to its roots. As Aspen must risk the fate of both worlds in order to stop Fathom's most dangerous foe. Foe. I like that word. Foe. Say it with me. Foe.
As someone who's never read it,
I haven't either.
that's a lot of stuff.
It is a lot of stuff.
And Giant Man,
Dun, dun, dun.
#1 of
Ho, ho,
3.
ho.
Hey, guess who makes this?
It's probably Marvel.
Uh-huh. And, the people who are of Marvel that make this are Leigh Williams and Marco Castiello. And guess what this is? Another War of the Realms tie-in.
It's not an event.
On the shoulders of giants. At the behest of All-Mother Freya, or Freyja,
Freya.
4 men must rise to monstrous heights, because he's a giant man, and infiltrate the most savage territory of New Jotunheim, Florida.
Florida is the new Jotunheim. The hottest state in the country is now where the Frost Giants live. Makes sense of that.
But also Giant Man could mean like Ant-Man when he gets big.
There's there's I think Bill Foster's son Giant Man is there, and I guess Scott Lang is one. I don't know. Read it and find out, and then you can tell me in the comments. That's right. And from Dark Horse Comics, we have another Joe Golem series. This is a pretty cool series. Occult Detective. Joe Golem, Occult Detective.
Conjurers.
Kind of like Fred Garvin, male prostitute.
In this story.
Conjurers, yes, #1 of 5. Written by Christopher Golden and Mike Mignola. And Peter, I don't know if that G is silent or not, the first one.
Bergting.
Bergting or Berting. Bergting or Berting.
Oh no, they're really similar.
They are. Joe Golem is dead. Or is he? Simon Church is fading fast in the city above, and Molly is held captive by Dr. Cocteau's gasmen below. Gasmen.
Gasman?
Gasmen. That's... Randy is a gasman.
Jesse.
But something stirs in the tunnels. Something stirs in the tunnels of the gasmen. That's too easy. How much of the golem is still the man, or still in the man, or the man in the golem? Golem in the man in the golem. And can either be enough to stop Dr. Cocteau once he has the artifact he seeks.
I don't know.
You'll find out if you read those 5 issues.
Yup. Last stop on Red Line. Number 1. A 4 from also Dark Horse. Paul Maybury and Sam Lotfi. Oops. Detective Migdalia Torres investigates a vicious strangling.
As opposed to a gentle strangling, I guess.
On a Boston subway car with no feasible leads.
Boston Strangler.
Yep. A Boston Strangler. As potential evidence produces dead ends, Migdalia inadvertently takes in a vagrant named Yusef, who might have a supernatural connection to the crime at hand.
Aha. Okay. Back to Marvel Comics. Another Star Wars AOR, Age of Rebellion.
Yep, Rebellion, and then, so it was Republic, and now it's Rebellion, and then it'll be Resistance.
Yeah, everything is R.
And that's the 3 trilogies themes.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Lando Calrissian, number 1. Written by Greg Pak. Art by Matteo Buffagni.
I like David Glover. Donald Glover, oh my god.
David Glover, Donald Glover.
His name is Donald.
Well, I'm partial to Billy Dee. Just because he's from my generation, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, they're both cool.
Yeah. Former smuggler Lando Calrissian has a beautiful dream. A life of leisure and luxury as the totally legitimate Baron Administrator of Cloud City.
No, Baron Administrator of Cloud City.
All in caps.
No, the of is not in caps. That's
oh,
what
it's
you
right.
messed up.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, we'll have to redo the whole thing. All he needs to do is take care of his money troubles with one last big scam. But what will get in his way the most? His bad luck or his annoying sense of ethics he seems to be developing? Co-starring Lobot. Like that's a huge selling point for this book.
Yep.
They had to throw that in there for all the Lobot fans out there.
Yep, there's so many of them.
Not even sure what Lobot is, but...
I think...
The guy with the finger on the side of the ear.
You just described probably every person in Star Wars franchise.
You mean Spock? Spock's the guy with the ears.
Apparently he was in Empire Strikes Back and he has things on his ears.
Like that.
I thought...
Come show us, Riggs.
He's like this. And he never has any lines. And he goes,
And you thought you didn't have anything this week.
well, that was it.
I thought Lobot was the robot who didn't sound like a robot. He was all sassy and was like, free the slaves.
No little huncho.
I don't know, his robot from the movie Solo.
Oh,
Well,
I don't know her name. That's what I
That was a girl.
assumed it was.
I just...
Well, Lobot can't be a girl's name?
no, Lobot's the guy I promised.
Okay, he
That's the one
promises.
thing I do know about Star Wars.
That's the one thing he knows about Star Wars. So trust Riggs. If he knows anything, it's Lobot.
Well,
Okay. So anyway, War of the Realms is Strikes Back. If the Empire does it, no, War of the Realms. Spider-Man and League of Realms, number 1 of 3. From Marvel. There's Sean Ryan and Nico Leon.
Okay.
In order to win the War of the Realms, we need a League of Realms. Thor once led this team with one representative from each fantastical realm.
Fantastical.
But the League has a new leader
Woo!
and representative of Midgard, Spider-Man. Spider-Man must Frodo up and lead this ragtag group of Screwbeard the dwarf, Ud, or Ood the troll. I was told it was Ood because who would name their child Ud? That's what I was told.
Shrek, maybe?
But, no, I don't
No,
remember
Shrek's
his
an
kids'
ogre.
names, but
He's an ogre anyway. He's
he
not
has
a
3
troll.
of them.
He does have 3?
He has triplets.
Oh, okay.
2 boys and 1
I've
girl.
only seen the first movie. Part of it.
You need to watch all of it.
I've read the book.
The 5th one's
with my
coming
son.
out soon.
Is it really? There's 5?
And the 5th one isn't out yet, and there's no trailer for it yet, but it has been promised.
Oh, okay. Well. You got that to look forward to.
Rue, or Ro Bloodroot the Wizard, Sir Ivory Honeyshot the Light Elf, and they spell this weird. Titania, Titania, the Mountain Giant! Exclamation point. But who will represent Asgard? Question mark! Exclamation point. And as Spidey is a terrible leader, wow. Thanks, Ryder.
Yeah.
I'm sure he appreciates that. Could this team possibly achieve anything? Question mark! Exclamation point.
All right. Well, looky here. Another miniseries from.
I think this one's a one-shot because they don't have an of.
Well, there's like three Strike Force. There was the Dark Elf Realms. There's this one, and there's one after it.
Okay.
So it's kind of like one shots, but it's kind of like a mini.
Okay, so it's like the Defenders ones, where there was like one issue for each of them, and then the Defenders.
Right. So yes, not an event. War of Realms, Strike Force, War Avengers, #1 of 1, but there's another different Strike Force after this one. Written by Dennis Hopeless Hallam, who
That's
I
a
guess
good
he used to be just Dennis Hopeless. Now he's like bringing in his real last name, I guess. Kim Jacinto and Ario Anindito on the art. While 2 other Strike Force, there we go. 2 other Strike Force teams head out to other realms, Captain Marvel leads the fight to reclaim the Earth. But even with a crew of heavy hitters, Weapon H, Captain Britain, cool, Venom, and Deadpool, and 2 of the best spies on the planet, the Winter Soldier and the Black Widow, Carol's fighting a losing game. Malekith's allies are without number, and the battlefield bigger than any Carol's commanded before. Time to lay it all out on the line and fight for a miracle. Just like Jerry Lewis used to. Alright, that is it for the numero unos for the week, at least the ones we're covering. And as always, there's plenty more going to be
And
on
then
the
there's
shelves.
also, you can get like number 500s and number
Yes. 2s,
4s.
4s, 9s, 37s, whatever. But that's it for those. For
Yeah,
this week.
let's talk about stuff that already came out.
Yes.
Something relatively new, something really old.
Really old.
I got Age of Conan, Belit. I don't know how you do the little carrot thing. It's on issue 3 now. I haven't been reading the novellas because that's a lot of words with no pictures. I'm not here for the words. But I'm sure it's a cool story.
It must be.
If they can't print it if it's not good.
Yes.
The stories finally like picked up. The first one was okay. The second one was okay. The third one's better. Well, the first one was okay. The second one was better, and the third one's even better than the second one.
Well, that's good.
So maybe number 4 will be like, whoa, you know.
Yeah.
She finally becomes the captain and beloved by everyone, and the Dark Queen of the Sea, or the Queen of the Black Sea. I don't remember what her title
Black
was.
Coast. Queen of the Black Coast.
Oh, okay. But yeah, she's finally head honcho, in charge. So, now what she... Oh, and there's like a secret character at the end that like pops out.
Aha. You'll have
Or
to
maybe
read it.
he was in an earlier issue and I just don't remember him. I don't know.
If you don't know, I don't know.
You gotta read it so you can tell me if I'm wrong.
There you go.
Hey Mark, what have you read when you were young, which was a long time ago?
Wow, that's mean. That's mean.
This is actually even. I mean, I didn't get this issue because I was not born yet. I don't think. Or I was a wee lad. No, I was not born yet. 1964. Okay, I was not
Okay, then
born
what
yet.
was the book that Riggs might have had when he was
This
a young
one
boy?
Riggs may have
I
had.
could add that one.
Anyway, this is the first issue of the series. I kind of came in later in the reprints, but this is a Mighty Samson #1 from Gold Key. This is when they turned to Gold Key from being Dell. This is a post-apocalyptic kind of after nuclear war,
Did you see that monkey? That
Did you?
monkey has 4 arms
and a gator tail.
and 2 legs and a gator tail.
Yes. The lion's kind of a half lion, half bear looking thing.
Is that up there? I don't see
Yeah, see the
anything
body.
bearish.
See the body?
Oh, okay. I see some bearish
Yeah.
parts.
See, half lion, half bear.
You gotta turn sideways.
He's a lair
It's
or
an
a buy-in.
optical illusion.
Yes. Anyway, post-apocalyptic. They live in former New York City called New York or something like that.
That's
Anyway, they protect their city from all kinds of beasties and cannibal tribes and wanderers and raiders and all this kind of stuff. And it's a very cool, fun, nonsense book. And I suspect it was a little bit of inspiration for Kirby when he did Commandy, Last Point on Earth. But it's a very cool book, very fun. The covers are all really cool, painted covers, just like Gold Key used to do. The insides are not as great, but they're not bad. And
Painted
it's-
covers are usually really cool.
yeah, Gold Key did some really awesome covers back in the day. But anyway, very cool book, very fun series, reasonable to get, not outrageously.
That first issue is only $30.
That's
You
right.
don't have $30 plus tax? Well, guess
Sale.
what? It's a
Sale.
mega sale.
Sale.
Coming to you in 3 days from watching this to when it comes out.
That's right.
We don't have a
yeah.
super great schedule that's consistent, but that's fine. It always comes out before Wednesday.
It does. It'll be there. And speaking of people from post-apocalyptic futures, Riggs, are you
What?
sure you have nothing?
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
You got nothing.
Nothing funny.
We'll do something unfunny.
Well, I got a recommendation too because I just read it.
Well, there
last
you
night.
go. Do it.
So they made a graphic novel out of a Star Trek episode that Harlan Ellison wrote called City on the Edge of Forever. And the graphic novel is what Harlan Ellison wanted to see on the show and not what was presented on the show. And if you read it, it's really good. It doesn't involve McCoy going back into time, and it's a different twist, and it's really good.
Well, there you
And
go.
Harlan Ellison highly recommended it. Of course, he wrote it.
Well, of course he did.
But it's drawn.
He highly recommends
it's
anything.
drawn
he
like a
wrote.
movie. It's awesome.
Okay. Well, very cool. See, you had something, Riggs.
Yeah, it was just like fun.
It doesn't have to be funny.
Have you read that?
Yeah, I
Tell
read it
us
last
how
night.
great it is in the comments.
All you Trekkers or Trekkies or
Trekkies.
Trek Ups or whatever you people are called.
Yeah. Check yourself before you trek yourself. I don't know. It's one of those. I had a T-shirt with that, and it has Spock
Oh,
on
I
it,
do
and
have
it was
one of
like that.
Same. If you ever get to watch the Lords of Flatbush movie, because it was on TV a couple nights ago, I just want to let you know it's rated PG.
PG. There we go.
Okay.
I knew. Well, it's Olivia.
Hey. That's okay. I'm glad we got that one in there, Riggs. Anyway, okay.
Check us out on Twitter and Facebook, and our website and our emails and phone numbers and respective locations that go to those phone numbers.
There's just a mirror.
But we have the
Addresses
same
and
email, I think.
Our phones aren't
We
ringing.
should. Yeah, that phone's not ringing right now. It
Come on,
usually-
make that phone ring.
Do it!
Pledge to come in.
Pledge, yes. We're turning this into a telethon.
We could do that one day. Leave a comment and share and like your the other comments if you want.
Sure, you're free to do that.
That's not as important as liking the video though. But you can do it. That doesn't mean it's not important. It's just not as important. Oh, and then also subscribe. I don't think I said that one. And the bell, hit
Mhm.
that.
Yes.
Because of our not super great and consistent posting, you'll know when it's posted. You might think it's coming out on a Tuesday. Oh, it's here on Monday. You can watch it now.
There you go.
Watch it early.
Well, on that note,
Bye.
goodbye.